Hello, how's everybody doing? I'm Chris, this is Ellie.
Hello.
This is our daily vlog.
Yep.
And I am in no fit state to be doing this. But we're doing it anyway.
Yeah, we are. It's Friday, and that's what's happened. We're having a typical Friday.
This is not a typical Friday. Never typically am I in no fit state. I'm normally in a good state. Not that we normally vlog on a Friday night prior to this whole global pandemic thing. But normally, if we had to, I would be in a good state for vlogging on a Friday night because I'm normally pretty good at watching my alcohol intake. But that has not been the case on this occasion. I have been drinking cherry Pepsi Max and Bacardi at irresponsible ratios. And I met up with my friends on...
Didn't meet up. It
we
wasn't
didn't
like
meet
a
up.
literal
We did
meet-up.
like a virtual meet. I was going to get to that. We did like a virtual meetup using Zoom, and I was having a nice time chatting, and then I was drinking far too much, and I slightly fell asleep, and there was a photo of the three of them with all big smirks on their faces, and me falling asleep, which I would share on Facebook, I imagine. Because, you know, I am not ashamed of who I am, and I'm normally pretty good with my drink, but I just...
You are normally very good with your drink. And it was a bit of a strange thing. It sort of felt a little bit like an unexpected sort of teenage thing. Like, you know, when you sort of like go to a party and people sort of don't quite know their limits, but also don't quite know what they're doing. It sort of felt a little bit like teenage and silly because, like, I wouldn't expect you to be sort of it. Well, it was strange because I came up the stairs to sort of check what was going on, and I could hear everybody else's voices, but no Chris voice. And then I came into the bedroom, and there was a Phil voice and a Steph voice and a Garrett voice, but no Chris voice.
Well, I am 35 years old, and I'm normally pretty good at this stage with my drink and how much... That is not typical of me.
No, but that's what I mean. That's why it sort of felt like quite teenage and unfamiliar with that, because that isn't how you normally seem. Like, you're normally very good with this, and that's why I sort of think like maybe normal rules don't apply quite, because we're not quite being... normal about our drinking levels at the moment. But yeah, so you fell asleep and had a little sleep, and now we're back, and here we are doing our vlog a little later than perhaps suggested.
I was woken up by a tiny cat. That is a good way to be woken up.
It is.
It's very cute.
I assume that was Ford.
That was Ford.
Yeah, of course it was. He's the cutest of all of them.
He's the cutest of all of them. He is though, right?
He is. He is, but I don't know what that weird thing, like licky lip thing you were doing.
So cute and tiny cat. I like him.
I like him too.
I am very fond.
Yeah, I'm very fond of him too. But okay,
so having some food in a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a fish finger sandwich.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
That can happen. So right, we are 3 minutes and 41 seconds into this.
Yeah.
Would you like to say anything in particular about anything other than having fallen asleep, etc.?
Before I fell asleep, it was very nice to catch up with my friends. That's a thing I'd recommend doing while we can't go to the pub. I would say still try and catch up with your friends and have a good time, because that was nice. It was good to see those guys, even just on a video, and we had a good chat and a good catch up, and it was lovely. You played poker this evening?
Yeah, I had 2 games of poker. I did not win either of them, but I enjoyed both.
Did
it was
you lose
good.
Actual money?
Yeah. Only a £5 per game. Basically, the way we played it was everybody puts in a £5. If there's more than 4 of you, second place gets their £5 back, and the winner takes everything else. And so that was fine. So basically, I lost a tenner. That's all right. That was an enjoyable evening.
That's fine. Yeah,
if I'd been out drinking, I would have spent more than a tenner.
That's true. Did you drink while you were playing?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. I probably drank not a ridiculous amount, but yeah, fair amount of some red wine.
You're still drinking now. You still got red wine on the go, which says to me that you didn't drink to the sensible levels that I was drinking.
No, that's not quite the case. It's just I did drink, and then I stopped drinking while I sort of needed to film a blog on my own. Film the blog, try to upload the blog, and then sort of some stuff, and now here we are refilming the blog. So now I'm drinking again.
And it's saying we've only got like 20 minutes for this vlog. Does that...
Yeah, well, that's only because that's how much space there is left on my phone.
That's an unusually short vlog we're doing.
Yeah, well, that's because I've already filmed one tonight that needs to go up, but I haven't put it up yet because we're having a chat.
Yeah, no, I know, but I thought you'd put stuff on the external hard drive so we'd have a bit more space.
Yeah, but I haven't taken stuff off there before it's gone up online in case.
But there should be more space on the phone. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but not from stuff that I've recorded tonight.
No, I know, but I thought you'd made more space on the phone because that was the whole point of having an external hard drive.
Yes, but I've already recorded stuff tonight that's uploaded that I'm not deleting until after it's uploaded, and there is a maximum amount of file size. I know, exactly.
Speaking of videos, making videos, I made a video myself today, and I wrote this one in, and she was better in it than I was actually.
I don't think that's actually true. I think that's just you being nice.
Because you had just... Well, it was a video that a friend suggested I did because I'm going to be watching WrestleMania this weekend, and WrestleMania is going to be really weird.
We're going to be watching WrestleMania.
Yeah, Ellie's going to watch it with me. It's going to be cool. And it's going to be very weird because it's filmed not in a stadium live with thousands of fans, but it can be pre-recorded in front of no audience in a fancy gym, and it's going to be very weird. And if you've never seen a WrestleMania before, if you watch them every year, this year is the year to get on board. But I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because I've made a video explaining why you should watch WrestleMania this year, and it's about 7.5 minutes long.
I'll put the link in the comments.
But
yeah,
it is. It was fun. My friend suggested I made it. It was just fun to have a project, to be honest, and have something to do. A bit creative.
I think that's why I like doing this, to be honest. Even if nobody's really going to do anything with it, I quite enjoy just making it.
I think it does keep you sane a bit, but it certainly pushed the limits of my filming and editing skills because what happened, I'm a stand-up comedian, and what happens is every year I go up to Edinburgh and do a show, and what tends to happen is a couple of vloggers or people with a YouTube following will kind of go up to Edinburgh, and they've got loads of following on YouTube, and they haven't necessarily got much respect for the genre of stand-up comedy, or they think, well, I've got loads of followers, I'm a lot funnier than any of these pricks here doing shows up on the Edinburgh Fringe, any stand-up comedians, but then they get very poorly reviewed by the critics of stand-up comedy because what they're doing doesn't really work as a live stand-up comedy show necessarily. And what is happening now is the opposite of that is stand-up comedians are sort of filming themselves and streaming themselves and learning that actually vlogging and live streaming is a whole different skill that they need to have respect for, in the sense of so maybe vloggers and YouTube people who have their own following don't necessarily have enough respect to stand-up, but equally stand-up, it works the other way. Vlogging and filming things is a whole new skill, and my filming and editing skills are very limited, and I certainly, even from watching this 7.5 minute video, there's a couple of mistakes and things that I've gone, I would do that slightly differently if I was doing it again, and just talking to a camera with no audience to bounce off of is a whole different skill.
Well, it's fair to say that, me doing this with you, as we have done many times, is a very different ball game to when I try to do this without you while you were upstairs, and I'm like, oh God, I don't know where to look or what to do. It's very weird.
It's very because often I feel like you're quite happily talking away, and I don't know if I'm even necessary, but apparently I am.
You are very necessary.
For the process.
Very necessary.
So, but I mean, watch my video that I've made.
We will post the other video that was me doing this without Chris, because that's going to be interesting as well.
Good. So I'd appreciate you watching that. I'd appreciate you watching the video I made today. But, also go easy on me if you're going to comment or anything on that, because it is very different to what I normally do, and I'm learning and I'm figuring stuff out. And Ellie has a co-starring role in that, and she is a much kind of better performer and deliverer of lines than I am. And she's really great in it. But I am still finding my feet in quite a different medium, and it's strange. But I want to do more of that. I think it was good fun.
Oh, well, we can do that. I think,
It
was fun. It was weird, but it was fun. Like, I don't quite know what. This whole thing is weird, right? Like, I used to I went to uni and I studied acting and I did drama, and so I sort of know how to perform and all of that sort of thing. But never did I sort of learn how to deliver stuff to a camera as part of that. And why would I have? That's not a normal thing. And I've watched lots of performers do their thing for some time, and that's what it is. And sort of, I've not performed in any way, shape or form for many years, doing anything, and literally the most thing, the closest I've come to performing has sort of been doing like the preamble briefing before people go into rooms at the escape rooms. And I've started to develop bits that I do in that, and I didn't know I did bits. I do bits.
You do bits.
I do bits. Yeah, that happens now, and I don't know I don't know how to deal with that. But yeah, so when you asked me to sort of like, oh, can you just film a bit of something for me? I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to give this a go, but I sort of feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And talking to camera is weird. It's fine when it's me and you.
Yeah.
What I've discovered is when you're not there, because what I tend to do is I look at your face on the screen while I'm talking, and that's fine because it just feels like I'm talking to you. When I'm on my own, I have to look at the camera.
But you did a really good job, and you were actually better at it than I was, I think. And I felt like a lot of my delivery of stuff was just felt very flat, and yeah, and then yeah.
Well, maybe
so
we need to just have like a little acting class thing.
Well, also,
but,
I think just a few more takes probably would have helped, but it's. I
do think you have an inclination to just be like, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Take several takes. It's fine.
But equally,
except with this, because I'm not doing several takes of a 30-minute video. That's not happening.
But also, it's that
I would never do anything else.
Like, the perfect is the enemy of the good, is that a phrase?
That is a phrase, but...
And you can go mad of going like, well, I'll never get anything out there, and I'd rather put something out and be like, right, we can learn from that and build... And be like, next time it'll be a bit better, and next time it'll be better again.
That is fair. But I would absolutely not put something out if it is not right.
No, well, but I'm learning and I'm doing and it helped, I think, because the WrestleMania thing was such a topic. It'd be so easy to go, I've got to film a video. No, I've got to make that perfect, and I've got to do that perfect, and never get. WrestleMania is literally this weekend. The video was about this WrestleMania. So
I'm looking forward to watching
it. Get it out there. I'm looking forward. That's
going
to be
fun. It's going to be mental.
Well, I think everyone should watch it, but I've already explained that in a separate video that we've made that we're discussing at length.
But if anybody is watching this and hasn't watched that, watch it, man. It's going to be mental.
It's going to be really fucking weird.
It's going to be really weird.
So weird.
I'm so on board with this.
Yeah, it's going to be great. That's going to be our weekend.
There, yeah.
We're going to watch Ig's quiz, and...
We're going to watch Ig's quiz. We'll probably take part in Ig's quiz.
We'll take part in Ignacio Lopez's quiz. If you don't know Ig, check him out. @Comedy Lopez is basically his handle on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere. Or Ignacio Lopez, if you can spell that. Find him on Facebook. He's running a weekly quiz that we've been doing. That's fun. So we'll probably play that and then switch straight over to WrestleMania. And I don't know what we're going to do about eating. But
probably do it.
Probably, probably. There you go, solution. And I don't know what we're going to eat is the point I was trying to make, but...
there is food here. We've got plenty of food.
We've got food, but
we've got loads of food.
Very busy eating and quizzing and watching things. Excuse me. So, yeah, something that's been weird for me. Ellie can now go to the shops. I can't go to the shops, and I am missing going to the shops so much. I've not experienced the new normal of going to the shops, of just social distancing, and apparently there's a one-way system, and so you can't, if you've missed something...
Oh, queuing as well. I hadn't queued to get into that shop before, and I had to queue to get in.
And if you miss something, you can't double back and really go, oh, I've just got... Because there are people behind you, and it's a one-way system, and you've got to follow. It all sounds vaguely nightmarish and futuristic, but not in a good way. You know, like a kind of dystopian fiction. But as miserable as it sounds, I still miss it utterly, because I can't go to the shop and I can't grab things for a recipe, and it's hard. Like, and Ellie has been doing a good job of going to the shop and grabbing nice stuff for us to eat, but it's hard not to just be able to see for yourself, and if you can't get exactly what you want, you want to be able to see what's available and make the substitution.
I am really Ellie, shit. I try my best,
it's
but
very fair
I don't...
for a vegan. That's absolutely fair enough, and I don't mean it.
Different bits.
So I'm not criticising Ellie at all. She's doing great, but I miss just being able to go to the shop myself and.
I miss him being able to go to the shop himself.
I've got till like Wednesday.
I would love if he could go to the shop himself. I don't want to go. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not fun.
I think even in these weird circumstances, thrive on it. What I will say though is, on the other side of the coin, is I've got a friend who actually works in a Tesco's, and he posted on Facebook today saying they have to kind of let people know the new rules when they go shopping, and several times a day, some member of the public will just tell them to fuck off. Yeah, I know, right?
Like literally?
Literally. They're trying to explain the rules of how, social distancing and how you have to stay a certain distance.
That's not cool, guys.
And people are being really rude, and and he said, well, no one's outside clapping for us, and it's true. As much as the NHS deserve all the support and everything they need, like people who work in just supermarkets are kind of really...
I thought they were included in the key workers.
Well, they might well be key workers, but they're not necessarily... People are outside doing their clapping...
No, I said with the clapping. It is now supposed to be including everybody. Everybody who's a key worker.
But I think most people, when they're doing their clapping, are probably thinking of doctors and nurses and those sorts of things. And people in shops are kind of still, being exposed to people and kind of putting themselves in that situation, and they're kind of, and we all need food, and we all need our groceries and things, and just don't tell people to fuck off when they're at work. I mean, there's no way to treat anyone, right? And if I was in my work...
If they're at work as well, it's not like they can say, no, you fuck off. They have to kind of take it and just quietly go...
I've worked in jobs in the past where, I've worked in call centres where if someone told you to fuck off, that would be a line that's crossed and you could slam the phone down on them. I've worked in retail jobs where if someone told you to fuck off, the management would be behind you of just like, well, that's no way to treat our staff, get out. And as a stand-up comedian, if someone tells you to fuck off,
you can at least tell them to fuck off.
I mean, you can verbally eviscerate them at that point, and that's fine, but don't tell people to fuck off when they're just trying to do their jobs and get you your groceries, and that is not cool. That is fucking bullshit. So
if anybody who is watching this is somebody who tells somebody who is like politely trying their best to keep like shelves stacked in like Tesco or something, if you are somebody who is telling those guys to fuck off when they are trying their best, you're not allowed to watch any more of these.
No.
You're banned.
None more of this. I mean, it doesn't feel like the most severe punishment.
Well, it's all we have. It's all we have.
No more. No more.
No.
No more rambling
You're not
content.
allowed any more of this.
Yeah, so...
Well, if I meet you in person and you tell me that you're one of those people, I'll smack you about the face. How's about that? I probably won't, but it's more of a threat.
Them now, they won't tell you.
Well, yeah, you better not tell me, because I'll smack you about the face. Right. We gotta go. This is nonsense.
This is running out of time. We watched Inside Out yesterday. Did you mention that in your own?
In my own blog? No, I didn't.
We watched Inside Out, the Pixar film.
I nearly cried again. It was nearly my fourth cry of the day yesterday.
To be fair, though, most Pixar films are sort of engineered to make you do that.
They do sneak a little sneaky cry in there, but I did nearly cry and then went, oh, Pixar!
Pixar, you dicks.
always. Up is the worst one for that. Finding Nemo second. I did nearly cry. Well, only the first scene in Finding Nemo, but where the mum's dead and all of the other brothers and sister eggs are dead.
What have you seen? Have you seen Finding Dory?
No.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, that's something we need to watch then.
Does that make me cry? Will that make me cry?
Probably.
Worse than Finding Nemo?
I don't know.
Worse than Up?
I don't know.
Up is the worst. I will cry. Oh, we're getting flashy lights.
Running out of time.
We got to go.
Got to go.
Got to go, guys.
We covered everything though, so that
definitely covered everything.
I do not know how I'm coming across now. I feel like I'm in a state still.
Oh God, this is going to be an interesting one.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.